Guys, long time no see. Right, today I'm going to a nice basic dish that probably everyone has had, and probably a lot of people actually can make this dish, and probably some decent ones out there, but this is for the people who haven't got a clue, who don't know where to start. So it's just the basics. I'm making lasagna, so nice and easy, very very simple to do, basic ingredients and cheap ingredients also. This can be made the day before, put in the fridge, and then the next day shot in the oven when you're coming from work. If you don't want to do that, you can have the ingredients made the day before, the bechamel sauce and the bolognese. Again, put it together, get the kids to put it together and build it. So yeah, it's not like your preparation is done, it's actually quite easy to do. You'll have your own ways of making your bolognese. I just keep it simple, keep it basic. I'm doing a double amount today. I usually use 1 pack of mince, but I'm using 2 because I know the bolognese will do tomorrow for tea or the day after for tea, so I always like trying to cook in advance in the kind of way so I know it'll get used up. So basic ingredients, I'll go through it with you. You'll all have your own way of making your bolognese, you'll have your own way of making lasagna, but I'm just going to show you the basic ways and go through the bechamel sauce. So this is for all the amateurs out there who just want to give it a try. Right, let's go. Start off here, I've got 2 packets of mince, which is 2 500 grams, that's a kilo of mince. I've got some oil in the bottom, so I'm just going to fry the mince off, just a bit of oil. I'm going to fry the mince off to get all nice and brown and all broken down. Really, I recommend you get the cheapest mince you possibly can. Get the half pork, half beef. You can get turkey mince, add that a bit to it, but you want more of a fatty mince. I don't like the steak mince. I think it sounds daft, but I think it's too meaty. I think it's too good for likes of bolognese, so I get some with a bit of fat in. But they say your fat is the flavour. We're going to cook the fat out and tip it out, but your fat is the flavour. So we're going to cook it all off until it all goes brown. So as you see, bolognese is all brown now. All bolognese, the meat's all nice and brown. It's starting to break down. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to strain all the crap, and then we get on with it. So what I'm going to do is strain it. I'm going to strain it into the bowl, so the fat stays in the bowl. Fill it with hot water, soapy water, and then down the drain. If you put it straight down the drain, your drain can block, and I've blocked mine a few times. So what we'll do, we'll give it a good drain. As you can see, it's all drained and all the crap down there, and then all dry and into there. And like I say, all I do is fill it hot water, soapy liquid, fill that, and that go down the drain without blocking it. You can put it in the garden, you can put it in the bin, but let it dissolve in there. Right, back to the bolognese. So alright, the mince is back on, it's nice and dry. So I want to put my ingredients. Like I said, you've probably got your own way of making bolognese, but I'm going to show you my basic ingredients. So in there, I've got some chopped garlic, put 3-4 cloves. We like garlic in our bolognese, so I've actually got a bit of garlic. If I haven't got fresh garlic, the garlic puree is just as good. So we like plenty of garlic, so loads of garlic in there. Right, and onions, diced onions. Mel likes mushrooms in her bolognese. Well, it doesn't bother me. The kids don't like mushrooms, but you can put mushrooms in if you want. So I put the onion there, let it cook out for a couple of minutes. Soften the onion up, we'll go from there. Right, the onions are starting to soften up. So what I've got is 3 tins of chopped tomatoes. Just cheap chopped tomatoes, that's all you need. 3 tins of cheap chopped. Again, this is a double mix, so that's why I'm putting so much in. A lot of you won't probably make this much. And I always say, I always keep 1 tin, and I'll show you why later. Then I've got 2 tins. I've got 2 tubes of tomato puree. I'm going to squeeze both of them in. You get the tins, but these are just 2 tubes. I'm going to squeeze them in with my other hand. Right, so that's me 2 tins of, 2 tubes of tomato paste in. I've got a bit of oregano. Again, I don't usually put this in, I've just got the cover because I'm doing pizzas. But a bit of oregano, you're going to mix herbs in there, or dry basil, marjoram, that kind of stuff. I don't put too much in, just to give it a bit of flavour. I've got a bit of garlic salt. Again, another garlic in there, which gives it a bit of a tangness as well. So a bit of garlic salt. The usual salt and pepper. A bit of salt, don't put too much in, you can always adjust it later. I've got some pepper in as well, which I'm going to put in. Another ingredient a lot of people don't put in, which I do, and the reason I put it in, because obviously my dad used to make this over the years. He's always put grated carrot in. It gives it a bit more texture, but it doesn't harm it either. So again, it's not a must, you don't have to, but it's just something. Like say people put mushrooms in, we put carrot in as well. And I get 2 tins, so that's in there, 2 tins of water. That's from your tomatoes. So there, that's 2 tins of water. Give that a good stir up. Get it all mixed in. And that is it. Good stir up, and that is it. I know that's 10 minutes and it's ready. Well, I say ready, it's ready to cook. Okay, I chop my garlic and I chop my onions up already. But I always do stuff in advance, you see. So that is it now, and all I do, yeah, that's what tin's for. Keep nice and tidy. Keep it on the low. When I say low, I want to put number 3 for now. Let it heat up. We'll put a lid on it. Not fully on, but lid on it, and that'll just carry on cooking away. I usually cook mine for about 2 hours, just on slow, keep stirring it and stirring it. It doesn't look like a lot of liquid there, but it will have a lot of liquid. So yeah, just let it cook. People have slow cookers and that kind of stuff, you can put into that, it's not a problem. But 2 hours cooking, nice and slow. The condensation will hit the lid. It'll go back in there, so it won't reduce down too much, but the flavour will be superb. Next, we're going to do the bechamel sauce for the top. So to the bechamel sauce, so very similar to the parmesans we did, the bechamel sauce for the parmesans, just a bit of the white sauce lasagna. So in there, I've got a pint of milk. To be honest, I've got a pint and a bit. I've got a pint of milk and I've got about 200 mils of cream, which I need to get rid of. So I'm not making a soup today or tomorrow, so I'll just whack my cream in there as well. And then there I've got 60 grams of butter. So I'm going to melt the butter. Then I'm going to add my flour. It could be self-raising flour, plain flour, bread flour, whatever flour you've got. Makes no difference. We're only making a roux. So I've got 60 grams of butter and 60 grams of flour. Again, I haven't weighed it. I roughly know what I'm doing, so I just whack it all in. And I've got my milk, so wait my milk boils. We'll make our roux and we'll add the milk to the roux. Alright? So milk's boiling. My flour to my roux. Give that a good stir up. Roux is all mixed with the flour. Right, swap to a whisk. Got my whisk. Again, like I showed you before. Tip half in. Get a good whisk up until it's smooth. And add the other half in and incorporate that. Right. And a little bit of salt. Again, you put black pepper if you want, you don't have to. We'll give that a mix up so it all goes nice and smooth. So just keep adding the other milk to it, which we have done. Just stir it off the heat. It will still retain its heat. That's still hot. So it won't burn. Just keep on stirring it and stirring and cook it out. You need to cook that flour, cook the roux out. So nice, smooth, creamy. And if it is too thick at the end, don't worry about pouring a bit more cream or a bit more milk in cold to get the right consistency. So don't worry about that. But this should make perfect fresh. That's like, I say, a pint and a bit of liquid. And I've got 60 grams. So you want it slightly thinner than normal Parmo besh, because it's obviously going to pour on, you get me. The Parmo besh is nice and thick and has to sit on the Parmo. This doesn't. This is more of a pourer. So yeah, just cook it out for about a minute or so. It will start to thicken and have your bowl ready, but keep moving it all the time with a whisk or a spoon. There you are, nice, thick and glossy, like a ribbon stage. And if you've got a hand blender, use your hand blender. It's all done, and then do just give it a taste. Superb, lovely. See the pouring consistency, nice and thick. Just to show you that. Pour it into my bowl, which I've got ready. So it wants to be nice and thick. You see. Nice and thick. I'm going to whack cling film on top of that so it doesn't form a skin. Clip on top so it doesn't form a skin, and that's ready for tea time. So they're done. That's bechamel sauce done for tonight. Again, this can be done day before or early in the morning. All that's done. Basically set your egg, it's the same as normal. Use a bit less milk and you've got your bechamel sauce for your parmos, which I keep trying to show you. And the bolognese is slowly starting to heat up now. Gently. Nowhere near yet, like, but that'll start cooking. Just keep stirring it every 15 minutes. Pop your head in from the front row, watching your loose women. Give it a stir. Alright, so alright, we'll come back together later on. This is after an hour, bubbling away nicely. Just a gentle bubble, a good stir up again. Every 15 minutes, good little stir. Smells absolutely amazing. I love the smell of tomatoes and garlic. Gorgeous. Just let it continue cooking away. As long as you've got lid in it, keep the condensation in. Alright. Here we go. It's roughly two hours, 20 minutes thereabouts. That's been on now. That's done. Thickened up nicely. You can carry on cooking a bit more if you want it, but it's going to cook in the oven in lasagna, remember. So if I was having this for bolognese, I'd cook it a bit longer. But it's nice and thick. Again, you add a bit of water if you want it a bit thinner, but that's nice and thick for lasagna. It'll hold the layers up nicely. Now I know a lot of people, when they're making bolognese, they have their own recipe, like I was saying earlier. Some people put red wine in. I do. I put red wine in. I've got no red wine, so I haven't put any in. And as I say, I've got some Worcestershire sauce, which is always nice to finish it with some Worcestershire sauce at the end. It gives it a nice, a lovely flavour to it. I know some people use it, some people don't. Some people actually put oxos in, having more of a, I don't know, a gravy kind of thing. But I can't see the Italians putting oxos in theirs. But each to their own. People have it oxo, people red wine, people Worcester sauce. Some people put dark soy sauce in. You have it how you want it, how you prefer it. I say usually we all cook, I think, how we got taught to cook, or how we've had it as kids, especially these staple kind of foods. So yeah, that's my bolognese done now. I'll let it cool and I'll put the lasagna together. Right, now to put the lasagna together. It's still a bit warm, but I want it out of the way. So I get a bit of besh. Nice deep dish. I do a little layer on the bottom. Some stuff's to be going dry. You pass it at the bottom. You put bolognese instead. I like a bit of besh. Besh in my bottom. So they say. Now lasagna, dead cheap. Dead cheap box. All different types of lasagna. Egg lasagna. This is cheap as chips. Easy to cook. No pre-cooking involved. So what I do is on your sheets, because in the corner it doesn't really fit. So I just snap the end. Little corner. I got taught that by a chef a long time ago, and I've kept it ever since. So you just line up like that. As easy as that. Again, another corner. Hard doing it one handy. Snap it off. It just fits in the corner nicely. And there's a little gap there, you can do it in the middle. And then have a spoon. Or a cup. Spoon your bolognese, like I said, it's ideal done the day before. The bolognese is cold. But you just put your bolognese in. Nice little layer. And just repeat. Again. 1, 2, whoop. See, the kids can get involved in this. Dead easy. Don't worry if you overlay. Kids can get involved. If you want to, like I say, that bottom there, you've got plenty of pasta. Just snap it. And stick it on the edge. No big deal. Hey ho. There you are. Again. A little there. As thick as you want. As much as you want. You want a couple of layers, don't you? So that's like 2 layers we've got now. So I say at least, I'd say 4 layers. So I'll do another layer now. Right, that's my 4th layer. Just enough left at the top to do my bechamel sauce and cheese now. So that's my 4th pasta layer. Look, I've got plenty of bolognese left. I do it that way because we'll have spag bowl tomorrow. We'll have spag bowl on Saturday. What day is it today? Yeah, spag bowl on Saturday. So yeah, bechamel sauce on there now, nice thick layer. Nice big thick layer. Spread it. Spread it out, fill all the gaps. It'll settle once it's rested a bit. Nice thick layer. Taste it. Yep, still superb. And then just cheese. Now you can do any coloured cheese. Again, we always buy red cheddar or red Leicester. We can put Parmesan cheese on there, mozzarella cheese on there. Actually, I've got some mozzarella cheese I can mix in. But just, yeah, whack your cheese on, as much cheese you want. Now you can either put that straight into the oven. That's on a medium for about 45 minutes to an hour, but do keep an eye on it. Stick a knife in the middle to see if the pasta's cooked. Don't overcook it. Or you can cling film it. Put some cling film over the top and some foil and cook it a bit slower in the oven for about an hour and a half. But you have to cover the cling film with foil, and that'll just make sure and then just lift it off 5 minutes before you want it, just to crispen the cheese up slightly. But that's it, done. Any leftovers, reheat next day in a bowl with some more bolognese. So that is one lasagna done, and that should feed on about, let's say, 6 people. So it's me, Mel, and the kids, some for me Auntie Jean, and some for me stepmom. So there's 6 portion lasagnas done, simple. So guys, get them made. If you haven't made it before, give it a go, and send me your pictures. Let me know how you went. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Hi guys, if you enjoyed the videos and like what you're seeing, do me a favour. See that YouTube button down there, that subscribe button? Just give it a press. Because the more subscriptions I get, the more I can do, the more I can keep helping you. I enjoy doing these. So hit the like button, just give it a click, and hit that one there. And let's keep cooking and let's stay safe, okay? Rock on.